What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. It is From the Crypt, channel where Derek and I discuss movies and music and heavy metal and franchises and all kinds of stuff. Even some games from time to time, which I still feel like we need to do more of. I say that every single time, but then I get sidetracked doing other stuff, or I forget. Did we ever figure out the streaming problem for the channel? Like, is it just
I'm gonna mess with it this week and see what I can kick up, because with Borderlands 4 literally being Friday, I'm definitely wanting to do that.
Yeah.
So just gotta see.
Did you pre-order? You didn't pre-order, did you?
Not yet.
Okay.
I'll probably end up like grabbing it like sometime before Thursday night at 11. So
I still don't know if I'm convinced on pre-ordering it, but
yeah.
But who knows? We'll see. I do have the Silver Scream Con coming up on Friday, so I don't know if I'm gonna be spending any extra money outside of that. So we'll see. I might give it a week and see how people are liking it.
Probably a good idea too, because the one thing I've heard is that a lot of people are liking it, but it is having issues, like because of Unreal 5. That's what I've gathered thus far, and
hopefully not menu issues.
I swear to God, if I if I start the game and I go to pause it and look at a weapon within the first whatever my time period is for getting a refund of the game, and I press pause and that menu is not instantaneous like it should be, I'm literally quitting the game and I'm asking for a fucking refund.
Yep. I don't blame you. It's your
I'm not doing that shit again.
It's a dumb problem to have, because you should always, no matter what, there is no flavor, there's no reason, there's no excuse, there's no mechanical benefit to ever have a menu that's not snappy and responsive and to the point. Hey, I want to look at my inventory. Why am I waiting until my I don't know, why am I waiting until my hair turns gray to to look at the weapon I just picked up in my inventory? It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
Or no, I want to spend a talent point real quick in the middle of this fight. I just leveled up in the middle of a fight. I want to spend this talent point really quick and then get straight back into the fight. But if I pause it and I'm just sitting here waiting and waiting and waiting, use my talent point, and then I close it out, but it's also it's coming down forever too. The menu's not going away forever. That's like 3 minutes wasted.
Fight for your life.
Yeah,
you're in fight for your life by the time you get back.
Yeah. So don't skimp on the menu stuff, guys. It doesn't make any sense, and I don't care if you're. I mean, there's no way that you could possibly make an excuse of it's just for the flavor of the game or to be immersive or whatever. No. Not for menus, guys. You want them to be snappy. You want them to be quick. You want them to be reactive. Doesn't make any sense. But
one thing I am still struggling with all the stuff that I've watched on Borderlands 4, which, given it's not a whole lot, because I don't want my excitement levels to get too high, because then the chances of being disappointed go up as well. I still can't decide what character I'm actually going to play. And the last few games, actually all of them, beforehand it's yep, that's me. 100% that's me. Mordecai, Zero, Flak, until you got nerfed into oblivion. Thanks for that, Gearbox.
Appreciate you.
Then Zane. I just knew. This one, I don't know. I think I'm either I'm gonna play as Harlow, the Gravatar, or Vex, the Siren. I don't know. I cannot decide for the life of me.
I was always Amara, sorry, in Borderlands 3. I always liked the Siren classes, but
yeah,
I don't know. I haven't looked into the ones this round yet, so we'll see. But like I said, I'm gonna give it a week or so. I'm gonna be pretty busy this weekend anyway, obviously. So We are going to the con. We're going to the Silver Scream Con, but we're not doing the show this time. I don't know if we've discussed that or not, but
Yeah, you said they like instead of it being like an all-in-one, they like split it or something.
yeah, but
like,
it's not
for
even
tickets.
it's not even just that. It's the fact that the con last year was at the Palladium, which is down the street from the venue. It's like right down the road. It's like a 5-minute walk from the venue that they have the convention at. And it's always been all in one. It's always been a weekend pass plus concert or a weekend pass without the concert, And you don't have to buy separate tickets for it. It's just all there. And 2 separate venues, all in one ticket, right? Well, then they decided to combine and put the show in the DCU Center, which is the same center they're having the convention at, but they're splitting the tickets. So now that it's in the same building, we're going to have 2 separate tickets for it?
Sense whatsoever.
What the hell do you mean? And I know that sounds like a nitpick, but at the same time, like, 1, that doesn't make any sense. 2, the tickets are now like ridiculously high, so we're paying way more for the ticket now than we would have if it was all in one like we were before.
Yeah.
And I'd have to imagine it's less like hassle to set up at the DCU Center where you already have everybody there. Like, I'm assuming you also have all of your gear there, you have all of your like sound equipment there. Like, it wouldn't make sense if it was more expensive to set up. So why are the tickets more expensive? You know what I mean? I don't know. Doesn't make any sense, but we're not doing the show this year, and it's a bummer because I still have yet to hear a work of art live. They unfortunately revealed the song after the con, like the end of the con last year, so they didn't play the song at the show, which sucked. Which I think was a stupid missed opportunity, but why have a convention, your own convention, if you're not going to make big reveals like that? And like with the concert and everything, that's a perfect time to be like, hey guys, you want to hear a really cool song we're just made with Chavo? The crowd would have went fucking insane. Like, what do you mean?
Part of the reason for that, at least what I would assume, is just because everybody would have recorded it and then it would have been out there. It wouldn't have been special.
I guess, but everyone recorded it the next day. The news, anyway, the news of it happening, and they could have recorded it at the show, but it was an outdoor venue. The sound would have been awful on a recording.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, they would have heard the general idea of it, and I don't think Chavo would have been there, obviously, but I mean, it is what it is. I feel like just a missed opportunity all around, but.
So, who are you going to try and meet? Who's on the list for you?
Danny Trejo.
Danny Trejo?
For sure. Matthew Lillard as well is going to be there finally. He he was not there the other year that Skeet Ulrich was there. So, I mean, not that it's not cool that Skeet was there, because it was, but having them both there is really cool, because obviously if you've seen Scream, you should know why that's cool. But I am just a big fan of Matthew Lillard. He always comes to the show prepared, no matter what he's recording, no matter what what role he's playing. The dude just understands the assignment every single time, and I love the guy. But yeah, those are probably my 2 big ones. Yeah, I think those are probably my 2 big ones that I would like to meet. But
this is kind of weird. So I'm on the site and I'm just looking at the photo ops, and Flashback Weekend will always be like a bunch of like all different kinds of them. There is only 4 on here. There's
Flashback
for photo ops.
Oh. Well, they also do. I think those are just like scheduled photo ops, like personal behind the stage, or behind the scenes photo ops with them. They still have like the tables and stuff that you can go up to and get pictures with them and shit. It's just less formal and whatnot, but...
No, I know, but what I'm saying is Flashback Weekend has, like, literally 10 times as many photo ops versus that. They still have the stuff at the tables because every con has that.
Yeah.
This is weird.
I will say this. This particular Silver Scream Con has been, so far, one of the weirdest, and I dare say less hype Silver Scream Cons, even with the possibility of us getting an album reveal, which I guess at any of the last cons we could have gotten an album reveal and we haven't, so I don't even know why the fuck I'm getting my hopes up about that, because there's a good chance that's not gonna fucking happen. But
yeah, snuff that shit out. That ain't gonna happen.
But let's just say, for the sake of the argument, okay, that they're gonna they're gonna announce an album, okay? And that's pretty exciting stuff for an Ice Nine Kills fan, okay? I can attest. That would be pretty damn hype. But even if that were so, this particular con has been so overwhelmingly lackluster that I don't know. I don't know why. I can't explain to you why. Maybe it's because I know I'm not going to go to the concert this year. Maybe it's because the whole separation of tickets but combining the venues kind of thing just busted my balls too hard. Maybe it's because I'm just not as hyped about the people that are going to be there this year. That
sucks for you, because I'm looking at this lineup, and this lineup is fucking solid.
No, that's not like a diss at the lineup at all. I think that the panels that are going to be there are going to be great, and I think it's going to be cool to see everybody there. It's going to be cool to finally get Danny there, because Mr. Trejo was not able to come last year. I think that's why they got him as soon as possible this year, because he had to back out last year, I think, because they had him scheduled, but it was like a last minute thing. He wasn't able to make it or something. But yeah, something about it just like is weird to me. And there's also one other thing, and again, think what you will about AI. This is not a diss on people that use AI, or frowning upon anybody that's using it, or whatever. I don't give a shit what you do with your free time. I don't care what you use AI for. But it looks like a lot of the promotional stuff, or not a lot of the promotional stuff, but one in particular, promotional stuff for the Silver Scream Con, I'll see if I can find it, was definitely made with ChatGPT. Now, the only reason that bothers me is because Ice Nine Kills has an artist. They have an artist that makes their merch, that makes their promotional stuff, it makes their Nightmare on the Ninth stuff. Like, they have an artist, and it's this particular picture right here. I don't know if it'll pop up, but it's the one with the DCU Center and the Silencer Killer on the front. It's the tour poster, I suppose, or the show poster anyway. The Ice Nine Kills.
I would say that's definitely everybody that was, well, Funeral Portrait, Dayseeker, Ice Nine Kills. That's the tour that we went to. Mest was on it, but they weren't like at the show that we went to.
A Loss for Words as well was the other one.
Does it say Hell of a Summer anywhere on there? Because that's what the tour was.
Oh, yeah, Hell of a Summer. But this is specifically the DCU Center show for the Silver Scream Con. This looks hella like ChatGPT art.
Yeah.
And I only say that because I've seen a lot of it. I've made a lot of it. I've fucked around with it plenty of times. So it has a distinct look. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm very familiar with the AI space and like the image generation stuff and all that stuff. I understand it very well. As an entry level person getting into it anyway would. I don't know the mechanics of all of it and the code and all that shit. I couldn't even begin to tell you that stuff, but I've been inside the sphere of it for a while anyway, so I know what to look for, and it definitely looks like ChatGPT. And like I said, the only reason that it even bugs me at all, the only reason, is because they have an artist. And he was even talking on the last he was talking on a panel the last show or the last con and the one before that. He was there as like one of the panel members, like discussing the art and like talking about the Nightmare on the Ninth and how they choose, you know, what they're gonna do for Nightmare on the Ninth and all that stuff. And he was discussing how much fun it is and how cool it is to be able to make that kind of stuff and whatnot. But I was just like, man, that's just really weird. It's just off-putting seeing Ice Nine Kills of all people that never ever disappoints with art, never ever falls short on merch or t-shirt designs or like anything, promotional material. Nothing is using not their artist. You know what I mean?
That's weird.
Like it would still be disappointing even if it was a different artist, you know, because I like the artist that does the Ice Nine Kills stuff. But at least that's not just cutting him out entirely, you know what I mean? That's just it's kind of weird, but kind of weird. Wasn't a fan, and like I said, that's just one thing. This one has just not been as hype for me as the previous couple years, so it also might be because the last couple years I've expected an album announcement, and I haven't gotten one, so like I'm getting to that point now where I'm just like, yeah, well, we're not going to get another one, or there's another con coming, we're not going to get an album release at. So, but I don't know.
Your sight's too high.
I know.
Disappointing.
They're gonna release another single. They're gonna have another single with Poppy and Amy Lee and Courtney LaPlante called something. I don't know, something Ice Nine Kills.
Something or other. Yeah.
About what's a female strong like horror movie that's recently come out. Companion. There we go. It's gonna be about Companion. That was the most recent one I seen. Or the Substance.
Yeah, actually, that's
That's another one recently we seen, but
God, that'd be fucking sick though.
Yeah, a Substance song with Poppy, Amy Lee, and Courtney LaPlante.
That'd be sick.
That'd be crazy, dude. You've seen a bunch of the fucking comments on posts about that?
No, actually, I only listened to like half of the song last night, and then like, this isn't a knock on it. It was just a long weekend. I kind of was like, okay, I'm going to fucking bed. I was digging what I was hearing, but I was just fucking tired.
The comments are insane on Facebook threads and like posts that are promoting it.
Sexist dumb shit garbage or what?
No, just like absolute neckbeard ass fucking incels that are probably living in their mom's basement right now talking about how Poppy's a poser and Poppy and Amy Lee aren't even metal. They're something else entirely. And Poppy, she's always been pop. She just recently started doing metal. And I'm like, well, one, that's not correct at all. Two, Evanescence and Poppy both have been alternative metal for a long time. Evanescence more so.
And three, as somebody with a neck beard, they insult my intelligence. What? It's all I can grow, so I gotta rock what I got. And these people,
what kind of neck beards I'm talking about. Yeah,
I knew you weren't referencing me. I'm just saying they're just subhuman pieces of shit.
It's wild, dude. It's just it's crazy to me that people like that are like, oh, the funniest one today. I seen it today or yesterday or something like that. Said it was on like a Metal Injection Facebook post or like one of those big like metal websites like or whatever. That post metal like that, news, right? News is the key word there, right? Some fucking dickhole said, "You guys are peddling this slop." Well, meanwhile, Faytooth just released a banger of an album. And I'm just like, man, you know what? No diss on Faytooth, all right? Never heard of him before in my life. I'm just saying, no diss.
Who the fuck is Faytooth?
That's not a fucking headline, you dickhole.
Yeah.
I mean,
now I gotta look.
Sure, the album that Faytooth put out may be really great. Sure. And I looked into it today. I hate to break it to you, it's kind of fucking boring. It kind of put me to sleep in the first 3 songs, so I changed it. I was bored as fuck. And again, it's just not my cup of tea. But that's the thing, is like,
This band doesn't even have a Wikipedia page, and yet it's headline worthy.
Exactly. But you say that Amy Lee, Poppy, and Courtney LaPlante are putting a single out together? That is a fucking headline that people are going to click on, you dumbass. That's what their job is to put out headlines that people are going to click on.
Very doom metal. Yeah, okay.
Dude, I'm telling you, I about fell asleep at the wheel. I mean, it was so boring.
I mean, seriously, like, Wikipedia, everybody uses it. That's my go-to. Okay, let me look this up real quick. Wikipedia. Yeah, it's user. It can be wrong. Whatever. It's been right for me way more times than it's ever been wrong. But yeah, this band doesn't even have that. And how does that mouth-breathing genius of a person expect that to be a breaking headline when considering the fact, and I know it was a long time ago actually, Amy Lee was like, for rock or metal to even cross over into the pop charts, that is a big fucking deal, and she has done that. I'm not the biggest Evanescence fan myself,
right?
But Fallen's fucking legit, and anybody that says it's not, they're you don't fake tooth.
Now here's the thing. Most of the comments were dissing on Poppy. Like a good majority of them. And a lot of the excuse or complaint, or rather, was that Poppy is not metal. She's pop. She started as pop or whatever. And I'm like, well, one, you can always change your genre no matter what. If you make music, you're probably going to change your genre at some point if you're going to do it for an extended amount of time. Two,
yeah, like look at MGK. He did it.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. If you enjoy making pop music, you're going to make pop music. All right? If you decide one day, man, I want to make some metal, and you put metal out there, you just enjoy making metal, you are a metal artist. You have made metal. You don't have to have been doing it for 20 years to be considered a metal artist. Like, grow up.
Because honestly, if Taylor Swift made a metal album, I would check it out. And then
I would be intrigued.
Yeah, my curiosity would be piqued.
Yeah, beyond.
We'll say that.
That's a good point, though, that you brought Taylor Swift up, because if I remember correctly, she also changed her genre. She used to be
100%.
country. now she's pop, full blown.
Yeah. Pop and dancing and, you know.
So, is Taylor Swift not a pop artist then? Because she started making country? No. No, she is a pop artist.
Just putting these douchers to sleep one at a time.
So annoying, dude. I'm just like, I don't know. Oh, and then another one I've seen multiple times was referring to Poppy and Courtney and their screams and how it sounds like a cat in heat or something like that. That was another one of the like disses I was seeing a lot in these threads, and I'm like, Jesus Christ.
Let's hear these douchebags scream.
Yeah.
Hit me with it. Hit me with it. Send me an audio file of it.
Exactly.
And I'll compare them, and I'll guarantee you which one sounds like good and which one sounds like a cat dying as it's getting a razor blade fist shoved in its anus.
In heat.
In heat too, by the way.
Yeah.
Like, God, I hate people. And I mean, I know we criticize music, but like that, it's different to have a criticism with something because like than to just outright bash and hate on it like 90% of the people do.
Right.
And the anonymity of the internet and just, oh man, these three chicks put out a new song. I gotta flex these muscles. Let's get it ready, bitches. Oh man, I am so clever,
dude. The one of them was dissing. Literally, their Facebook is an alias. It's just a fake made up name, and no profile picture, and their account is locked, so you can't like look at any of their stuff. And this man is dissing people on the internet. Come on, brother. You can do better than that.
Somebody needs to find that guy, hack him, and then find all the no stuff that's definitely on his phone, and leak that, his GPS coordinates, everything. Because goddamn, yeah.
Oh God, yeah. No, it's crazy world we live in.
If anybody takes anything away from this segment, don't fucking blindly hate. Like, if you listen to it, but that's not for me. Yeah. Okay, that's fine. Not everything is for everybody.
That's the thing. I listened to it. I watched the video. It's a good song. Absolutely. I mean, I'll probably listen to it again. I might throw it on a couple playlists. But like, was it the best thing? Was it this big fucking epic moment that I thought was going to or that I built up to blow my fucking mind? No, not really. But it was a good song. I'd listen to it again.
Is it the We Are the World of female metal vocalists? No, probably not, but
everybody sounded great. It was a good song. The instrumental was great. I mean, but it was all right. I mean, it's a good song. I'm
gonna go out on a limb here, and I'm gonna say it's probably better than what Faytooth puts out.
Dude, by a landslide. And again, no hate on Faytooth. To be honest, I don't care. It's not my cup of tea. But like, really, that's not a headline. Is the problem? These guys make money by putting out a headline that people are going to click on.
Yeah.
But here's what it is.
Okay. One of the last things, back to Silver Scream Con, because we derailed there a little bit, but that's okay.
It's all current events. We're just gonna have a big old current event episode.
I feel like we grew as people during that, and everybody listening, they grew as well, because they're like, you know what? Yeah, fuck them. But
exactly.
No, one thing I would be really excited about at this con is the fact that Killer Cross and Scarlett Bordeaux are going to be there, and they are former WWE superstars. And Cross just went through this big kind of bullshit freaking contract thing with WWE, and he is no longer with them. And I watched his 2-part documentary that he put up on Netflix, and it was really, I want them to be successful, because they're just awesome people. But I would definitely swing by there and be like, hey, fuck them, all right? Fuck WWE. They don't get it right all the time.
Yeah, I'm not particularly into wrestling, but I feel you.
Yeah. But, I guess now that since we've talked about the Silver Scream Con a little bit, we can go ahead and talk about some movies. Talk about a little ditty that, people may have heard of called Kpop Demon Hunters.
Oh, that's crazy. It's funny you bring that up, because you're the only other person I've ever heard say that name before.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, no, all jokes aside, before we get started, I'm going to pop up our fucking spoilers.
Hey, we're on top of it this week. There we go.
Hey, see what I did there?
No, I can't, because it's all on your end.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Okay. That's fair. Okay, we're just gonna put it right there in the middle of the screen. That way, no one can miss it. It's right there, front and center.
Yeah.
So,
if you're blind, there's spoilers. Okay.
I'm gonna shrink it just a little bit, but there we go. Perfect. No. To be completely honest with you, I don't think there's a single person on the planet that hasn't heard the name Kpop Demon Hunters at least once within the last couple of weeks, if not the last, it's been out like 2 months now, 3 months, 2 months, something like that.
Yeah, this was released June 20th of 2025.
June, there you go.
So yeah, it's been out a couple months by now, or 3 months by now, or close, 2.5, whatever.
Yeah,
we'll split the difference. I legitimately did not hear about this until maybe it was 3 weeks ago. If you would have said something to me at the beginning of August about it, I've been like, what?
Yeah.
So yeah, kind of came out of nowhere. Kind of taking the world by storm.
I believe it
net-
is. I believe it's the first Netflix original that got put in theaters for a sing-along version.
Mm-hmm. And it made some bank in theaters.
It made a shitload of bank.
At least 19.2 million just from a sing-along version. Mm-hmm. So that's fucking crazy. And it's also Netflix's like most watched show movie ever. Like it passed Squid Game season 1. So that's insane. A big freaking deal.
Yeah.
So yeah, I guess a quick plot synopsis for it is 3 K-pop superstars. They sing really has no right to be as catchy as it is music. And then they hunt demons. And that's
the whole name of the movie.
And if they lose their fans, then demons can rise up and steal people's souls and stuff.
Yeah, so they are like it's like a dynasty kind of thing that's like passed down. There's a trio of pop stars or singers or whatever throughout history, and those 3 are hunters of demons, and their singing creates like this weird barrier between the realm of the
Hanum, or what's it called?
Hinum or something, yeah. And it basically keeps all the demons below. Hunmoon, there you go. And they're trying to sing so it, like, if it's pink, that means that the demons can bust through it. If it's blue, they're sealed, but it's not permanent. But they're trying to make it gold so they can make it permanent, basically.
And then they don't have to do once it's gold, it's
gold.
Nothing's coming through.
Yeah,
so
they can stop the big bad demon from fucking shit up even further.
Which I don't know why. I don't know why I kept wanting to call the big demon Dormammu. I mean, I know that's not right, but like, I don't know. That's just what my brain. It's Guima.
Yeah.
But in my mind, it's Dormammu.
I mean, he is just a big mouth fire thing.
Yeah.
And Dormammu is kind of just a big head that kind of looks like cosmic-y fire, I guess.
Dormammu,
sure. Yeah, so the catch for this particular trio of hunters, though, is that one of them is half demon, and she has not revealed to her friends that she is half demon. The other 2 that are in the hunters group or whatever, she avoids going to the bathhouse with them. She avoids like taking off her like long sleeves around them, because demons are identified by their markings that are on their skin, and she looks normal, but she has a couple of markings, demon markings or whatever, and she's hiding it from them because she feels like they are going to not support her if they know she's a demon.
So basically, she has to completely like hide away a whole entire section or large portion of herself from even the people that she's closest to. Does that sound familiar to you in any way, shape, or form?
Yes, but what are you thinking about?
Oh, just like, if anyone is like gay or trans, they kind of keep that to themselves. Yeah. No, well, I said that and Karen's like, oh yeah, no, I guess I didn't even pick up on that, and I was like, that was one of the first. Like, I don't think it was the sole reason for it, but I was like, I think it's just something that kind of coincidentally happened along the way with it,
right?
Which it's not a bad thing by any means. Just
I
was like, I found that other meaning behind it.
Yeah, and traditionally that would be looked frowned upon and so forth, just like anything else, of that nature would be. But the lady that kind of took her under her wing when she was growing up was, and her mother also, by the way, I forgot, is royalty. She's like one of the previous generation of hunters.
Sunlight Sisters, right?
Sunlight Sisters, yeah. And the lady that took her under her wing after her mother passed away, she kept on telling her, you have to hide this part of yourself. You can't show anybody. Even your friends. They won't support you. They won't love you for who you are. You have to hide this and so forth. And she also told her that if they can create a golden honeymoon, that those demon markings would go away. She would become, like, her demon stuff would go away. Yeah.
Yeah.
And, yeah, so the whole movie, she's just hiding all of her, like, what is a part of her the whole time, but, like, it sucks because these girls are, like, very close-knit. They perform together every night, blah, blah, blah. They're super, super popular pop stars and so forth. And then Genu, the main antagonist, other than obviously the big Dormammu guy, he also has some ulterior motives to try to get out of this hellscape and whatnot. Not necessarily get out of it, but he has some dark past about him that he's trying to get rid of the memories of. Like, he wants the memories gone. So he tells Dormammu that, hey, if you let me go and, like, take care of these hunters for you, I need you to get rid of my memories of this really dark, fucked up past of mine. Hundreds of years ago, you know. So he decides he's going to start a boy band, a demon boy band, to, like, come up and, like, steal their fans from them, basically.
Sasha Boys.
Sasha Boys, yeah. And if they... Okay, so they don't initially start, like, just killing people outright, but they do just end up being a really fucking good boy band that has, again, ridiculously stupid fucking catchy songs. I can't even explain to you how many times Soda Pop has been stuck in my head, but it's so good. It's just dumb good. Anyway, they go up there to try to steal their fans, you know, the right way, by actually just being a really good band, and it's starting to work, but then, you know, Huntrix is also pretty fucking good, so it's a big push and pull the whole time. And Genu finds out that Rumi, the main singer, is half demon. And that creates some kind of conflict between them, but also, like, a relationship that... Not like a romantic relationship, but a connection between the two of them, because he's a demon, she's part demon, and so forth. And
he also sees this as a big opening to be like, oh, that's her shame. That is the weakness. That's the Achilles heel that I have to exploit to break them apart, so that way I can just pink up the Hun Moon, and Dormammu can feast.
Yep. And that's one thing I liked about this movie a lot, is the fact that this whole time, it is revealing over and over again that Genu is a really fucked up person. Okay, like, the whole time he is a fucked up person. And, I mean, he is fucked. He, like, traded his poverty with his sister and his mother, I think. His little sister and his mother. Was it his wife? I can't remember.
No, it was his mom and his little sister.
His mom and his little sister. He gave up his poverty so he can go and feast and have a bed to sleep in and all this stuff, while his mom and his sister stayed on the streets. So this demon lord or whatever gave him a beautiful voice that made him rich and famous and so forth. But his mom and sister had to stay, and he gave them up for that, which is, again, that's already pretty irredeemable right there. That's pretty fucked up as it is. But on top of that, he's actively trying to get rid of the memories of that. So he's actively trying to remove that part of himself, even though he knows that that's his shame. That's something that he fucked up on, he shouldn't have done to begin with. And instead of just living with that guilt like he knows he should, he's trying to get rid of it. By doing what? Destroying extremely wholly innocent people to get rid of these memories. You're pretty par for the course, an evil bastard, dude. You don't really deserve any redemption, right? In the whole movie, they're establishing how fucked up he is. He betrays, Rumi and all this kind of stuff, and he's about to succeed with his plan to funnel all these souls into the Dormammu guy. And Rumi, finds Grace or whatever and fucking comes and whoops their ass. And the big Dormammu guy is just about to fuck them up when Genu sacrifices himself in place of them. So he doesn't get a happily ever after, per se, but he does get somewhat of a redemption. He sacrificed himself to save the whole thing that he fucked up to begin with Rumi and the other hunter girls or whatever. but it doesn't let him off. You know, he doesn't get to live with them and live happily ever after and continue singing and continue living with this guilt and stuff. He gets fucking killed, just like he's done. You know what I mean? So
it ended up with him being like that typical, like, oh, he's a bad guy. Oh wait, we're starting to see some shades here. He might be turning. Oh, he did the ultimate bad thing and betrayed our character. Oh, he sacrifices himself at the end, and so he goes out on a high note at least. Has been done countless times.
Oh yeah,
and, like throughout cinema. But ultimately, my favorite characters in this whole movie was the cat and the bird.
Yes. Yes. So fucking derpy, dude. He just like bunk. Bunk. Every fucking time, dude.
Love the cat
Dude,
and the bird,
kills
like
me.
Especially when they're talking and she's like, "Why does the bird wear a hat?" "Oh, I made it for the cat, but the bird keeps taking it." And then you just get the side of him. He's
yeah, a little shady ass side eye. Oh, dude, it's so good.
Yeah, the music, big part. The biggest part of the movie, the music. Yeah, there are some very catchy things. I have one issue with it. Well, besides one, I'm not a big K-pop person or anything.
Oh, same.
The final song that they sing when they defeat Dormammu, that was not better than Golden. Like,
I don't think it was better than any of the songs.
Yeah, it was. To be honest, it was the weakest. Like, I mean, sure, emotionally, it has a lot of about, like, you know, finding the beauty in the broken glass as just references to us being human and we're all broken. But it lacked. Like, I mean, Takedown would have been pretty fucking sick to hear right there
Takedown
at that point.
Is fucking stupid catchy, dude. It's so good. Even the beginning, the intro song that they sing, right at the beginning in the plane or whatever, and they fall down and shit, dude. Even that song is just like, I'm gonna fucking sing this in my head for the rest of my life. I cannot get around it.
Yeah. No, one thing that was funny about that scene is I was watching it and I saw the flight attendant like literally first out of them pouring coffee into a plane. I was like, they're demons.
Yep.
And then Karen, oh, you picked up on that faster than I did. And I was like,
Karen, what? It's fucking obvious.
Yeah, you don't caffeinate flowers. It wasn't Brondo. It's not what the plants craved. Yeah. Okay.
Also, the other guy is in the back, like trying to buckle something together that's not like working or something. And
if it was a water bottle, he'd be trying to put it on like this.
Yeah, and the fucking pilot is over there just pressing all these different buttons and stuff. I'm like, yep, they're demons for sure.
Yeah, like 1 second in, I was like, yeah. And you picked up on that faster than me.
Dude, my favorite part about that scene, though, and this is just because I eat a lot of fucking ramen. Okay, a lot of ramen. I eat a lot of cup of noodles. It's a problem, trust me. But when they fucking, like, finally put the water in there and she's like, and points to the ready in 3 minutes or something, I'm like, oh my god, dude, why did they have to put that in there, dude? It's the bane of my existence, having to wait those 3 fucking minutes to eat my ramen. So good.
God. Next big thing, I guess, is it was animated, and as you said, I can't remember if you said it at the end of last week's episode or if it was after we got done recording. Yeah, the animation was good.
Oh, dude,
animation was really good.
It reminded me of like kind of a dialed back Spider-Verse style of like kind of comic book cell shaded kind of stuff.
And then it did like throw in like especially with the facial stuff, like when they're going crazy or they're getting mad, like very anime-esque.
Yeah.
But not like full on. Yeah, or like where they see the abs and then they got corn for
Oh my
eyes,
god,
and
dude,
then
that shit killed me, dude.
it's fully revealing, and then it's just popcorn popping out the eyes.
Yeah.
But yeah, I thought the movie looked great.
Yeah.
It sounded really good. I definitely did not expect to. I thought it was. I honestly, I thought it was a joke. That like you need to watch as a metalhead this
Yeah.
K-pop Demon Hunters
Dude,
movie.
trust me when I say and I think I explained this to you, but fucking Peyton posted some story or something, and
Don't give him credit.
no,
Don't
look,
give
I'm
him any
serious.
credit.
He gave it a 5 out of 5. So immediately,
No,
you already
no.
hang on. You already know my reaction to seeing Peyton's rating of anything. Immediately, I'm like, okay, well, I'm not watching that because I don't really trust a lot of his ratings because sorry, Peyton, some of your ratings are fucking bullshit. Most of them are bullshit. And
90%.
And so I immediately just threw it out the window. Like that was my first response, was just like, whatever. Not to mention, who fucking does out of 5 ratings? Come on now, do an out of 10 like a fucking man, all right? None of this 5-star shit. We don't do that anymore. Just do out of 10. It makes more sense.
I think it's because he's short. We can hit a 10. He can only hit a 5. That's my guess.
I mean, that's fair.
That's my guess.
So, anyways, I wrote it off, and I was like, whatever. And this girl I work with, she came in one day and was like raving about this shit. She said, I've watched it already 3 times. And I'm like, really? Is it that good? There's no way it's that good, right? And it also was like jokingly irritating that they were in the middle of their MCU watch through. They were trying to catch up with where I was, and they had finally surpassed me because I had stopped my MCU watch through for a while, and 2 of the people in this group have not seen most of the MCU movies, so it was more exciting for me that they were doing that so I could talk to them about, I love listening to a newcomer, talk about the MCU that's never seen them before.
Yeah.
So they stopped to watch this, and they've watched it 3 times in a row now. I'm like, you guys are supposed to be watching the MCU, goddammit, what the fuck? So I was like, whatever, I guess I'll watch it at some point, but I'm not, like, chomping at the bit to it, Then I've seen my buddy Skylar post something on Snapchat. He posted a Snapchat story of him singing along to these songs or something, or he posted one of the songs and said, these songs have no right being this catchy. And I'm like, are you fucking serious? Even Skylar, and I know Skylar's a big, like, anime fan. He's a huge anime fan. I know he likes K-pop and shit. But, like, it just blew my mind that, like, 3 or 4 days in a row, I'm seeing people talking about this from people that I take opinions from and just throw them out the window, to people I work with that I respect their opinions, and they have good taste in movies otherwise, so I have no reason to doubt them, but I'm just like, really? And then I've got Skylar over here, just a whole different shell entirely, that's just like, yeah, you gotta watch this shit. I said, fuck it, I'm just gonna put it on. We're gonna watch it one night, and we did, and I was just like, fuck, this is really good. This is really good. Fucking good.
I will say this much. I did really enjoy the movie. I don't feel the need to watch it again, and that's not a dig on it. Like
I've watched it like
just
6 or 7 times now.
I guess I'm just thankful for the fact that like Jacob watched the first like 20 minutes of it, and then he was like, "No, I don't like this. I don't want to watch it." So
really,
yeah, he did not. He wanted no part of it.
So that's why I love it.
Yeah. So thankfully I won't have to rewatch that again, but also, for every positive there's a negative, and like I've seen Spider-Man 3 like 40 times in the past 3 months. He even thought Madam Web was good, so I will not have him reviewing anything on the podcast until he's at least I don't know, intelligent. But
until his opinion of Madam Web changes at the very least.
Oh my god, yeah. So yeah, I don't really feel the need to rewatch it. I wouldn't buy it, but I would definitely give this a 7 out of 10 or a 3.5 on Peyton's short scale.
No, dude.
It was good. It was good. It was worth it. It was worth a watch.
1,000% would give it an 8.5 or 9. Easy.
No, that's fair.
I think that it's like it has no right being as catchy as it is. It has no right grabbing my attention as hard as it did. Because okay, I don't like watching movies back to back to back to back. Right, most of the time I get irritated like that. So like, if Cora's like, I want to watch Frozen. I want to watch Frozen. I want to watch Frozen. 9 times out of 10, I tell her no. No.
No, at that point,
there are
you
a
turn and
million
scream
fucking
at her.
movies.
You turn and scream at her when she, like, after you finish the first time. Let it go, okay? Let it go.
Well, that's the thing. Like, we've gotten so like persistent about that she doesn't really ask for the same thing over and over now. So I'm just like, this is exactly why I say no. It's not because I'm trying to be harsh or cruel or anything, but there are millions and millions and millions of movies, and I guarantee you a minimum of 100,000 of them you will like. I guarantee it, all right? You just have to give them a shot. And 9 times out of 10, I'm right. Like, most of the time, she wants to watch Coco. Sure, we'll watch Coco, but we're not watching it again for a little while. She says, I want to watch Coco again. I'm like, how about
we don't talk about Bruno, all right?
Yeah, exactly. Or something. Just literally just one thing that's not this, all right? Anything. But, that being said, K-Pop Demon Hunters has not gotten to that point yet. And I haven't gotten to the point where we've watched it back to back, but I have used it in a couple of pinches where Emmy was just throwing a fucking fit, or he just wasn't really interested in what we were watching it, but I needed him to just like chill out for a little bit. And I would put it on, and immediately he would just be like,
it's your bomb disposal unit.
Zoomed
just throw
in,
that on.
dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and that hasn't irritated me yet. I haven't got to the point where I've had to put it on as a quick fix to something. And just been like, oh, fine, we'll watch K-Pop Demon Hunters again, because I actually have enjoyed it every single time that we've had it on in the background or whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would easily give it an 8.5 or 9. I can't give it a perfect score. I don't think I'd give anything really a perfect score. I think every movie has room for improvement. Everything has like a something you can probably do better. You know what I mean? But
there's a few of them out there that are 10s. But out of the millions that you referenced, the 10s are like 10 of them.
yeah, very few and far between. But regardless, phenomenal movie. I would highly recommend if you have kids, maybe a little bit older kids. I mean, Emmy's only 2, Cora's 4, but they loved it. They still love it. I could see some of the visuals being a little scary for young kids like that if they weren't obviously being raised by me. I watch a lot of scary shit, so like obviously they're probably conditioned to not be super scared about that kind of stuff, but neither one of them freaked out ever, not even with any of the demon faces or anything that pop up, but so just to be aware of that if you do have youngins that are going to be watching it. Otherwise, yeah, definitely watch this movie for sure. Anyway, that's all I got on K-Pop Demon Hunters. Check that shit out. Let us know down in the comments below what you guys think of K-Pop Demon Hunters, and let's go ahead and move on. What do we got next?
Now we're going to talk about one
that you definitely shouldn't show your kids.
Yeah, this is not a family-friendly movie. We are changing gears hard.
Yep.
But we're talking.
Just in case anybody forgot, the spoilers are still up, by the way. Just
if you're blind, it never went down. It's still up, I promise.
Yep.
No, the movie that we're going to talk about now was released April 18th in theaters of this year, and it was directed by Ryan Coogler. We have got Sinners, starring Michael B. Jordan, pulling double duty in this one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, long story short for this one, pair of twins come back to a town. They want to open up a juke joint. Okay, a juke joint. Bar, basically.
Yep.
That's all it was. They came back from Chicago, and then some vampires and fuck shit up, and
some Irish boys.
Racist freaking dudes in, yeah. I mean, it's literally, it takes place 1932 in Mississippi. Do with that what you will, because, yeah.
That being said, were the vampires themselves racist, or were they just white people?
No.
Okay, I was gonna
No.
say I don't remember them being like overtly racist, like the guys that
No.
sold them the property. Like those guys
Yeah.
were fucking racist. Like they had full intention to go back there and shoot the place up. Like straight up, they're fucking awful people. But the vampires, I think, were just like
Nope.
doing Irish jigs and shit. Fucking
Yeah, they were equal opportunity haters. They would just welcome anybody. They're all inclusive, I guess. So, but yeah, it took me forever to get around to watch this one because obviously I missed it when it was in theaters.
Same.
And then by the time I was going to, it was VOD. And my buddy Eric Nagel, shout out to him and his wife Kylie. They highly recommended this one. This was my buddy that was like, yeah, you need to watch Sinners immediately. And
those were the kinds of comments that was turning me off from watching it at first, because I was hearing a lot of people saying this is the best vampire movie that's ever vampire movied in the history of vampire movies ever vampire moving. And I was just like,
let's get
sure
one thing.
That?
Yeah, let's get one thing straight right out of the gate. This is not the best vampire movie of all time.
I also would agree with that. I would agree with that.
It is a very, very good movie. Like a damn fucking good movie.
Also would agree with that.
But it is like, and I know everybody's scale is different. What they have is their like peak. In my mind, for me, this is no Lost Boys.
Right.
And I know some people might be like, really, The Lost Boys? And then I say, really, go fuck yourself, because Lost Boys is awesome. But yeah, and I mean, this movie, it felt like more of a period piece than it did a horror movie. And they played into that perfect, because we had like a whole hour of getting to know what's going on here, who the players are,
who, what, where, and why was all like very established by the time the shit started hitting the fan. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like you're an hour in before it's like, oh, there is vampires. Okay, so somebody could walk into this blind and probably think, oh, are we gonna watch us a drama set in the 1930s? Yeah, Grandma, it's a drama. That's what it is.
Oh, there's drama.
But the one thing that like fascinated me is I wasn't checking the time like when I was watching the movie to be like, God, when are the vampires gonna get in?
Oh yeah.
I was just like, man, we're an hour in and we haven't even like got the ball rolling yet. I was never bored with it because everything played into everything with the characters, and the way that they developed the characters in this was just fucking chef's kiss. It was so good.
Oh, dude. I think that like a lot of the subtlety with the vampire stuff in general is what made me like it as much as I did.
Yeah.
Because it is full blown. By the time they're introduced, obviously it's full blown. But like when they're just like teasing the fact that these guys are fucking vampires or whatever, it feels like an actual tease. You know what I mean? But it didn't feel like a cheap setup, like a smoke and mirrors kind of thing. Like it's just very subtle, like the little glint in their eyes, or the fact that the guy was the guy on the farm or whatever that showed up and his skin was kind of burned a little bit, but that could have been from some racist bastard that beating this guy up for being Irish or something. I don't know. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it could have been from anything that would have been normal in that time that time frame. But it also could have been a vampire that was cooking in the sun. You know what I mean? It didn't outwardly say that at all. And I think most of the audience is probably like, okay, this guy's a vampire. He's going to fucking eat these guys for sure. But
well, the one thing that I love that they played with the vampire, just mythology or lore with it, is, you gonna invite me in? Every single time I was like, oh. It's like, no, come on in here. Like I'm not inviting you in. You can walk in if you no, I need to be invited. It's
yeah.
I love that it kind of went to that, because like some other iterations of it, that's not a thing. Like,
Right.
they just barge in, and even in the Lost Boys, they're like, "Are you gonna invite me in, Sam? Since you're the man of the house?" And it's like,
Right.
oh, I every single time I was like, especially when their buddy, I can't remember what his name was, but basically he was the bouncer that was like kind of sitting outside, and then he
Oh,
wandered
yeah.
off.
He went
He
to go
wandered
pee or
off, and
something.
then yeah, and then he comes back and he's like, "You gonna invite me in, Smoke?" It's like, the fuck are you talking
I
about?
know
You've been
you.
here all day.
You've literally been bouncing for us this entire fucking time. What are you talking about?
You were what?
Yeah. No, that was very cool,
Uh,
and as like, as silly as it may seem, because vampires are these like all-powerful beings that are, like stupid strong and fast um, and all this kind of stuff. Like, it's cool to have some kind of like folklore style myth still be able to play a role in that. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Um,
and that was just, I was like, the second they said that, I was like, okay, like, not excitement, but it's like, okay, this movie is, it just kept getting better and better,
right.
better and better all throughout. One thing that was weird for me to see was Haley Steinfeld in this movie, because I'll be honest, I've only really seen her in like Hawkeye
Yeah.
and the Bumblebee movie. So to see her saying the things that she's saying in this
Yeah.
very R-rated movie, I was, God,
She
what?
has been in a lot of like younger roles. Uh,
Yeah.
so yeah, no, I feel I see what you're saying. Um, that's not to say she didn't do a damn good job though. Like, I think
Oh,
she
she
still
did.
fucking killed it. But
Yeah, she did fantastic. Like, not. Yeah, don't take that as a knock. It was just off-putting. It'd
yeah,
be like seeing one of the Olsen twins, like a few years after Full House, just being the "fuck you, mother." Like, it'd be like, the fuck.
wow,
Michelle Tanner turned into a bitch.
yeah, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, her character was pretty fun. Smoke and Stack.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah, I couldn't remember if it was Smoke and Stack or Smoke and Screen, or I knew it was like Smoke Stack, Smoke Screen. It had something to do with like, like you
Stack
could put
twins.
them, yeah, you could put them together and so forth. But yeah, those guys were also really cool. And I will say this: as much as I do not agree that this is the best vampire movie ever that's ever been put out, as far as vampire movies go, obviously. But there was a lot of people saying that. However, the fucking Irish jig scene is one of the best scenes of any vampire movie I have ever seen, and I will rewatch that shit by itself.
Was
It
that the
was
one where they
so
were like
good.
trying to get into the bar, or
No, the
like where they're?
big jig where they're all dancing and singing and stuff out in the fucking
Oh,
in
yeah.
front of the fucking the juke house and everything. Oh my god, it was so good. It was so good, dude. And I would rewatch this whole movie just for that scene alone. It was so good.
Oh, okay. So this it may sound like a knock, but I'm not. It's not a knock. I know they did as good of a job as they could distinguishing Smoke and Stack. Like, I mean, for God's sakes, one of them's wearing red stuff, one of them's wearing blue stuff.
Oh yeah.
It's like, okay, they did their due diligence with trying to differentiate them, but the whole time though, I was like, that's is that Stack?
Right.
No, that's Smoke. Fuck! I like it just
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
constantly. I kept getting mixed up with it.
It is hard because they both have very distinct relationships with very specific people that play very
Yeah,
major roles in the film throughout the whole thing. It'd be one thing if it was like a one-off thing, like he had a fling with this girl like years ago, whatever, and that's the end of her character. But like the characters that they have relationships with, whether it be romantic or friendships, it was multiple times kind of hard for me to follow. There was a few times where I was like, I can't remember if this is, and I guess it didn't matter as long as like it didn't say their name, because like
yeah.
that part
I
didn't matter.
eventually
But
just
then I'm like, is that Smoke? I don't fucking know. I can't remember. But
I eventually just had to break them down like I was a kindergartner and be like, okay, red and blue. Like I like I had to drop Smoke and Stack because I kept screwing it up in my head.
yeah,
So I was like, okay, red is with Haley Steinfeld, blue is with the Voodoo Woman. Got it.
blue
Okay.
voodoo. There you go.
Blue Do, if you will.
That's fucking awesome. Yeah, no, I was doing this. Like, I had the same experience with that. That's fair. That's entirely fair.
Yeah, and like on it, I just like something was not picking up upstairs, so I had to break it down.
That's also a thing with twins, though. In anything, it wasn't even this movie specifically, but I think with twins and a lot of stuff, it's kind of back and forth for a while before you fully like grasp that this is that character and that's that character. But also with their names being so similar, that didn't help.
Yeah.
So
it's not like we got Steve and Adam or something like that. It's
Again, yeah, I agree though. Not a knock by any means. Just definitely would require me a couple watch throughs to fully snap to those like particular plot threads and whatnot with those characters and so forth. But
and also, I'll ask you this one because I was confused on this one at first. I don't know if it was something they put down that I straight up just missed, but for a few minutes, I didn't realize that Annie was Smoke's estranged wife. Like, I was like, who is this chick? Like, I know, like, their interactions weren't giving off, like, and they weren't, like, saying anything like, we were married. Yeah, whatever. Like, it wasn't anything like that. The dialogue really good, but I was like, what is she to him? Like, I didn't... And then, obviously, by the end of the movie... Yeah, but by the end of the movie, you know, it's clear as day. But the first, like, when she's introduced and he's just kneeling at a grave outside her little shop, and then that interaction before it kind of starts to get more physical, I was like, who is she? Like, is she a friend? Is like
they kind of establish her as a lover of some kind. I don't know if they directly say wife ever. I'm not sure they ever say wife specifically, but they do establish her as a lover in that shop because they're talking about the baby and how they lost a baby to something before or
because that's the grave he was kneeling at. So at first, the way that was set up, I was confused because it just took a little bit to get there. Because this movie, like in anything that it did, it gave everything plenty of time to breathe for better. And sometimes it's like, who? What?
There's also a lot of moving parts as well, though.
Yeah.
Because there's the couple that owns the little shop that's in town. There's
the Chows.
Those guys. There's the twins. There's both of their respective relationships. And there's the cousin as well. His whole story that's playing up as well that turns out to be like the whole bulk of the story. Actually, it's not even the twins' story. It's his story, basically. And then, of course, all the peripheral characters that come in on top of that, but they also establish those characters pretty well as also like they build on those guys a lot as well. I
thought it was funny when we did talk about this, and then Toby's response in the group chat. Yeah, I turned on one scene, and there was like, you know, dude that looked like Prince, and some other like I didn't know what was going on, so I shut it off. I was like, because like they're talking. They're talking about the power of the power of song being able to like basically retell or
transcend
like just pain,
the lifetime,
transcend generations.
Which is a pretty big story to tell. I mean, that is also a plot thread that I think might even dip into the confusion of time travel kind of shit. You know what I mean? Because it wasn't like with K-pop Demon Hunters where they're just like, this is an established timeline of pop stars that are, you know, there's a different trio every generation or something. This is trying to bring, like, it's trying to show all of that stuff, like, mixing together through the history of time, but in this scene. This particular scene. I think there was one or two other times it did, like, a brief little thing with that, but basically the premise is that like when someone starts singing or playing an instrument so well, like they're just like in tune with that fucking that vocal or that guitar riff or whatever, that they're just like
radiates out.
It's literally coming out of their soul, that it's bringing those ancestors back into the fold to like ward off demons and vampires and shit, I believe.
Well, I was gonna say, I thought I took it as that was basically shooting a fucking signal flare in the sky, and that's how they knew where the vampires knew where to go.
Maybe that's what it was. That's what it was. Okay. Yeah, because even the vampires had their own little like the whole. That's where the whole jig came from that they did. They were also singing and whatnot. So maybe yeah, you're right. It was a signal.
Music is powerful. That's the thing.
I need to watch it.
But if you just,
to be honest, but
yeah, if you just turn this movie on and jump in like right at that scene like Toby did, I completely Yeah, you'd be like, why the fuck? What's Prince doing in the 30s? What? What? Like, and there's a lot just like going on.
The modern R&B stars as well, and like, there's some dudes in like, fucking, I don't know, disco shit and like. All kinds of stuff, just like all coming together at the same time, dancing and like break dancing and doing like there was someone twerking. Like there's all different types of generational dancing and singing and playing and stuff all in this one scene, and it was a very cool scene. I'm not gonna lie, but
yeah,
I think it's cooler if you understand the concept a bit more. But yeah, super cool scene. I enjoyed it anyway, but
yeah. Oh no, I did as well. It was just shot like perfectly too. Like Ryan Coogler's just he knows what he's getting. Like he knows what he wants and he fucking gets it.
Yeah.
I mean, that's part of the reason the first Black Panther movie was as good as it was. It was just very well directed and everything.
Facts.
Couple more things I definitely want to touch on. It's always awesome to see racists just get their shit pushed in.
God, dude.
God, yeah.
They got their fucking asses handed to them.
Oh, dude. Like, when he pulled out his fucking gun, I was like, oh, it is fucking on. And there was, 20 of them just outside. Yeah, we're going to take the barn back from them. We fleeced them out of this money. Nope. He's in the field just, Like, I would have been okay if they would have went, like, a little bit crazy and then, like, had just standing up Rambo style fucking getting it. But, I mean, I understand why they went, like, the more, like, this is what he would really do. But it's like, come on. We want to see them just getting it oh, dude.
I thought that they were going to have him in the barn, just, like, face off, just, like, staring them straight down when they open the doors and he just... But they did have him do a little bit more of a strategic move, which I guess it was still cool. Don't get me wrong, but it was fucking awesome to just see them open the doors because I think he knew he was dead anyway, right? He knew that he had already lost like too much blood or something. He was just trying to go out with a bang, I think, at that point.
And he knew they were coming back, so he's like, "Fuck it, I might as well just go ahead and do my civil service." And just rid the earth of these fucking just parasites and be done with it.
Did he die?
Yeah.
He did.
He dies.
Okay. Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
He does. I think he does get shot during it, but he sees his wife and child like right before he dies and gets to hold the baby.
Yeah,
so
that's right.
So even though it is sad that he passes, he goes out, perfectly. If I'm being honest.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that was also a very cool scene. Absolutely.
And then the last scene, like the mid-credit scene, I enjoyed the shit out of it. I don't know if I was alone and thinking like, man, this is tense. Is he gonna fucking kill his cousin now? Like, what's gonna happen?
Oh yeah, at the club.
Yeah, because it jumps forward to like the 90s and Sammy, their cousin, is super old, or wasn't his name was Sammy. He's super old now, and it's freaking Red and Haley Steinfeld. They survived the massacre and they are still vampires, and they just talked. They had a good conversation. Like I was like, don't kill Sammy. He's old. Let him live.
I think they came to make a deal with him, didn't they? Or to sign off on their deal or something like that. Like they made him a deal to not fuck with him for X amount of years or something, and that was the time that like the time was
Well,
up or something, and he was just
okay,
like,
so
"No, I think I'm gonna stay," and they were just like,
so
"All right, I guess."
they legitimately offered him to become a vampire and be immortal, basically, but he turned it
Oh,
down.
yeah. I
Yeah.
was gonna say there was some offer being had or some deal being struck of some kind. I can't remember, but yeah, that sounds right. That sounds right.
Yeah. But just the way everything was done in this movie, I loved it. It was I know I said it's not the best vampire movie. I will say, however, without doing an official ranking of vampire movies, is it in my top 5 vampire movies? Oh, definitely. But it's not my number one. It's definitely not my number one.
I would agree with that. I think it probably in my top 5. I'd have to look at the vampire movies I've watched, but I feel like it probably would. It would make my top 5 more than likely.
Yeah, I was to say I could see maybe 3, top 3, but yeah, I don't not no, not numero uno. That'll never be dethroned. But yeah,
Yeah.
I guess I would say that I am definitely going to rewatch this at some point with Karen.
Oh yeah,
I'm gonna
for sure.
buy it. I'm gonna buy it here whenever. It's on the buy list. And then yeah, I'd give it a 9.5. I fucking loved everything about this movie.
Yeah,
I just wish I could have. I wish me personally could have told the twins apart better.
yeah. Again, hey, watched it a couple more times. You probably would. So
Yeah, red and blue.
yeah,
That's all I got.
I would agree though. 9.5, give or take, depending on my mood. I don't, like I said, I need to rewatch it, but I don't think it would sway too much farther from that. I
Yeah,
think it was pretty fucking good.
yeah. I think
Pretty fucking
anything
good.
another rewatch is just gonna cement that because
Yeah.
so good, so good.
Man, now I want to. I like legit want to go through the vampire movies I've watched now and see where it would fall on my vampire movie ranking.
Well, damn. Yeah,
Might be a fucking
I
might be
shouldn't
a
have
fucking video
gave away
idea.
my number one then. Damn, I screwed up.
We can do
Nine.
a top 5 minus our number one.
Well, I don't think you said yours,
No,
so
I
it's a
didn't.
mystery to us. Yeah.
I don't know what my number one would be, but I have a feeling it is probably the one that I'm thinking of, but I don't know. Like I said, I need to go back and like look through a list of vampire movies just to make sure I'm not forgetting any off the top of my head because I have a tendency to do that. Ascendancy, I know.
Yeah. You got to double check
I just have to make
everything
sure.
now.
Even if it's one of my favorite albums of all time, I have to double check just to make sure. But in fairness, that was a particular year I forgot more than anything. It wasn't the album itself, but
Still counts.
I know I forgot that
Never
that
live it
album
down.
belonged to that year. But
Never live it down.
I know, never ever. But anyway, I think that's all I got. I think that's all I
Yeah.
got for Sinners and K-pop Demon Hunters and the new Evanescence Poppy Spirit Box song. Whatever else we talked about. Borderlands. Silver Scream Con. We covered a lot of topics today.
We did. We did.
I have fun making this thumbnail. Holy shit. God.
Just like get some anime versions of fucking fighting demons and vampires.
Anime versions of
What?
us fighting Irish vampires
Dibs on the color red.
with like that classic Borderlands cell shading art style.
And you're just making your job 10 times harder.
Mix it all together.
My
then I'll-
my character's definitely red though.
And then I'll put the silencer killer in there for a Silver Scream Con somewhere. I don't know. He'll just be in there somewhere. Who knows? But
We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
We'll figure it out.
anyway, let us know down in the comments below. What did you think of Sinners as well as K-pop Demon Hunters? Are you guys going to be at the Silver Scream Con? If so, let me know. Hit me up. We'll talk.
Yeah.
Yeah. Make sure you give us a like, subscribe, all that good stuff. And we'll see you next time. Peace.